Welcome back to the channel, Reality Shifters. Today we're going to be discussing the sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in this 293rd video in the Incredible Mandela Effect voting video series. Last week I was on the YouTube channel Hidden Knowledge and he was discussing the sequel to this movie and I almost fell back in my chair when he said that the name had changed and what it had changed to, because I distinctly remember it being different. So what do you remember the sequel to this movie being? I'm going to show you a tiny little clip here.
Power sword, Dad!
Right, I confess, I did it!
Did what?
I blew up the baby!
Mama!
Walt Disney Pictures presents A Little Family Crisis.
So I clearly remember the name of this movie being I Blew Up the Baby. I don't remember it being Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Like Honey, I Shrank the Kids, and then the sequel is Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That just sounds stupid. It sounds foreign is what it sounds. I don't recall that. I don't remember kid being in both titles of both movies. I remember it as baby. I remember it being different. First he shrank the kids, then he blew up the baby. Go ahead and thumb up this video if you always recall the name of the movie also being Honey, I Blew Up the Baby from 1992, as opposed to Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Go ahead and thumb it down if that's what you recall. Yesterland.com has Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, talking about Disneyland and how they had this attraction. And this one here was in France, I believe. But there's one little part here I wanted to show you. In the comedy adventure movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 1989, the Zelensky kids, I was stumbling on this, everyone. The Zelensky kids face perils as they cross their front lawn after being accidentally miniaturized by one of their father's inventions. In the sequel, Honey, I Blew Up the Baby, 1992, the phrase blew up means drastic increase in size, not an explosion. Got to make sure to clarify that. I thought this was really interesting here. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids blew up the baby crew jacket, Adidas. Here you can see Honey, I Blew Up the Baby right on the jacket. This is for sale, I believe. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, shipping $10. This is a very rare and very, very hard to find Honey, I Blew Up the Baby crew jacket. This was only given to the Imagineers that worked for Disney. So given to Disney employees back in the early 90s, back around the time Honey, I Blew Up the Baby came out. I found this here. Chérie, j'all agrandi le bébé. So Honey, I Blew Up the Baby on this, I guess they're calling this some type of card here. Let me see if I can expand it. 1992, USA. It's some advertisement. Honey, I Blew Up the Baby in French. There's me from earlier today. Hey, how'd you make it in here? Let's see. In Latin America, according to Wikipedia, let me expand this here. In Latin America, it's Querida, agrandé al bebé. Honey, I Shrank the Baby. I shrank. That was a misremembering because what it really is was blew up. And I remember that. So that was a I made a mistake. I misremembered that. You see how that works? Because I know it's actually blew up is what I wanted to say, and I realized that, and I know now that I misremembered it and say shrank. Get that? I know most of you do, but this is for the people stumbling in who don't understand what's going on. These are not misrememberings, because that was a misremembering, an authentic misremembering. The Mandela effects are not different. You can't misremember something you never knew to even be that way ever in your life in the first place. Anyway, sorry for getting sidetracked. So anyway, it's honey, I blew up, or agrandé, I made larger the baby in Latin America, all the way from Mexico down to Venezuela, South America. So I'll leave you with this here. Please vote. Go ahead and thumb up for honey, I blew up the baby, and thumb it down. It's always been honey, I blew up the kid. Be more videos to come, everyone. Go create the reality that you want. And I'll leave you with this here.